Welcome back to The Road to Inspire. I am your host, Shanice Hemphill. So, I wanted to talk to you about transportation while in Ecuador. Taxi is the main stream of transportation. So, during my time there, of course, I don't speak Spanish. I am at the basic level of learning how to speak Spanish, but I wanted to tell you about a couple times where I pretty much almost got kicked out of the taxi, right? Put out of the taxi. One, I remember being at the mall, and on this particular day, I had moved to a new Airbnb, and I always pull up the directions and everything so I can confirm, for one, that the taxi cab driver knows what direction I'm going in and is familiar with the place. So I did that like 4 times, and this is at the mall. And at the mall in Manta, Ecuador, and this is Pacifica Mall, if I'm saying that correctly. If I'm not, don't come for me in the comments, okay? I'm American. I don't speak Spanish. Sorry. But at the mall, they usually have a person there, with a neon jacket to help you get in and out of the taxi. So, as all the taxis are lining up, somebody opens up the door. So, I make sure this time, after I got put out the first taxi, oh, no, 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 no. He didn't know where the address was, even though it was just over the bridge, just a couple blocks away. So, I show the person who is opening up the doors for all the taxis. So I show him the address so that he can assist me in getting a taxi that knows where this address is. So that happened like 4 times. Each taxi cab driver did not know where the address was. And they live right there in Manta. Yeah. So that was one time. But this time that I want to tell you about was when I was at New Turkey. Am I saying that right? Somebody from Ecuador, let me know. New Turkey. So when I was there, I did my shopping there. It's kind of like wholesale shopping district. So for clothes, for food, for shoes, you name it, they got it in New Turkey, Manta. So, and I even got my hair cut. If you didn't see that, you should check it out. I posted a picture on my Instagram of my before and after because I tried to cut my hair myself. That didn't work out. So the next day I went to New Turkey and I went around the corner, happened to get a haircut for $250. Of course, I had to tip him very big because he did a great job. And actually, I'm still rocking that haircut today after I messed it up. He fixed it for me. So, again, you can find that on Instagram. But anyway, back. Oh, you know what else I got from New Turkey? Let me tell you, I got the outfit, the romper short set that I have on right now. $5 holla. Yes, $5 holla. If I would have known that it would, because there was no way for me to try it on. But if I would have known that it was going to be this comfortable and that it was going to fit, I probably would have bought every color that they had. But yeah, that was New Turkey. So if you're in Manta, you must do the shopping experience of New Turkey. But you will need a tax. If you're a big shopper and you like wholesale stuff, I just had to go for the experience and found more than that bargain for. Oh, and I also got a pedicure for $250. I wouldn't recommend it, but I also got that. But that's not what this video is about. So let me stick to the topic. Okay. So after I get done shopping in New Turkey, I pull up La Quadra and I show the taxi cab driver. It has the picture, it has the address in Spanish, in Espanol. So it has all of that. So before I even get in the taxi, I confirm with the taxi cab driver that he knows where I want to go. So he confirms. Yes. Okay, I get in the taxi. And as we're moving along, and I'm like, okay, this is a different way. I've been to La Quadra before. I don't remember going this way. And then so I confirmed with him. La Quadra? La Quadra? And he said, La Quadra, La Quadra. And I'm like, maybe he's talking about another La Quadra. So I confirmed with him again. You know, after driving and seeing things that are unfamiliar to me, a whole different community that I'm unfamiliar with. And I've been to La Quadra a couple times since I've been there. So he pulls over. He pulls over and asks some random lady on the street as if she can translate for us. She starts speaking in Spanish to him. And then at that point, I just changed my mind. And I feel that Mall Pacifico is the easiest for him to understand. So I tell her, Mall Pacifico, Mall Pacifico. And then she tells him, she goes off on him in Spanish and kind of like hits the taxi. Mall Pacifico, take her, something, whatever she was saying. I'm just making this up. But I know that she told him to take me to Mall Pacifico. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So when she did that, so then he drives off. He drives off about a block and he starts talking to me, and I'm like, let me start messaging my host because I don't know what this dude is doing. So I'm messaging my co-host, actually, not the actual host, but the co-host who's taking care, who's kind of like my guide or my helper while I'm in Manta, Ecuador, since the host is actually in another country, right? So I message her because she's Spanish. She speaks the language. So she's like, and then he pulls over. While I'm waiting for her to respond, he pulls over again on a side street and gets to telling me, he gets out of the taxi while I'm in the back seat. And he tells me, basically pay him $6. Run me my money. Let me see. What is $6? Oh, no. Say $6. Okay? He telling me, give him $6 or I don't know what he was saying. Give me $6, I ain't going nowhere. Give me $6, I'll take you where you want to go. I don't know. And usually that's not how the process goes, because of course, you get in a taxi, I pay when you drop me off. Okay, so finally my co-host messaged me back, and then she's like, let me talk to him. So I give him the phone so he can talk to her, and she finna straighten him out. Or let me take that back, she's gonna explain to him what needs to take place and kind of smooth things out, because obviously there's the language barrier and things kind of get lost in translation. I'm not from Ecuador, so I don't know where he's taking me. I'm not from Manta, Ecuador, and I'm not familiar with everything. So I felt like, okay, where's this dude going? Just take me somewhere where I'm familiar with, Mall Pacifico, because he took me in a whole nother direction. So anyway, after he gets off the phone with her, and then she tells me, I said I gave him $6, and I know that he's charging me more than what the trip would cost. He's charging me way more than what the trip would cost. He's taking advantage of this situation. I told him to take me here. I explained the whole situation with her. I don't need to tell you that again. And so of course I then gave him the $6 so we can get to my destination. Now, at no point did I feel like my life was in danger. At no point did I feel like I'm finna get put out the taxi, even though he got out the car and he was talking to me through the window, and he was telling me pretty much, you need to give me $6, so you gotta go, sis. At no point did I feel like my life was in danger, like I was scared. I just feel like, okay, now if I'm here, how am I gonna get another taxi? Where am I going? You know what I'm saying? Where am I even at? And so she straightened that out. He gives me back. We were in a taxi. We're driving now to Mall Pacifico. He's still trying to talk to me about it. And I'm messaging my host because she speaks Spanish. She's using Google Translate to translate to me as well in English. So she said, let me talk to him. After I tell him that he was overpricing, he trying to take advantage. And then she said, so he gave me back $1. Okay, so he gave me back $1. So I paid $5 for a trip from New Tarkey to Mall Pacifico. So with that being said, this is what I would recommend. One, if you want a solo traveler, if you are a solo traveler like me, if you don't speak the language, have a backup. Have somebody. Now I did have somebody else who I know who speaks Spanish, who's in Canada, but she was also not available at the time. But my co-host was amazing. When she said, okay, Shanice, you need to tell, basically she told me, you need to tell me these things so that when, she really hated that I was in that predicament. She was like, you need to tell me these things so that I can better help you, basically. Now my niece can meet you at the mall. She can meet you there. She can go with you to the mall, because I was going to the mall. That's another thing. I got a COVID test at the mall. There's a clinic within the mall where you can go and get a COVID test, and I think I might have paid $30. But yeah, so she was very, very helpful and made sure that I did call her once I left the mall and I was on my way back to the apartment. So yeah, kudos to her. The very best Airbnb co-host that I ever had. But that's not what this video is about. My next video is going to be about that. So stay tuned. Hopefully this helped you. Have a backup. Have a translator on call. Or learn a little bit of the language. Because, you may have those times where there's a language barrier that gets in the way of the communication. And yeah, things just get lost in translation. So you have to expect that everything is not going to go perfectly. And some things didn't go perfectly for me. And I will talk about that in my next video. So hopefully this helps you. Don't stop traveling. Things happen, even in the United States of America. That never stopped me. And I'm pretty sure that never stopped any of you from going where you want to go and doing what you want to do. Okay, so be encouraged, and I hope this video inspires you. If it does, talk to me about it in the comments. I will respond, and don't forget to click subscribe. Take care.